And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DoGsCast. We are just coming back from our hiatus. We are on episode 62 after a 4-week break. As always, we're going to be taking some time to send out links, let people know that we are live, inform our Discord, and make some tweets. So sit back and relax. We have some new content for you guys. So just give us about 5 or so minutes, and then we'll get going with some stuff to show you. Thank you for joining us.
I love your countdown because I was just watching the iCarly mini-series today. I'm on part 2. I'm almost done with it.
I'm simply Freddie Benson. Simply who I am. Ooh! My 21-month sub-anniversary? Holy shit, let's do this right now. Oop shitter.
Love shitto.
Do you want to send to the Discord?
Yeah, I was going to. I just gotta...
I think it's weird that it's not giving me my sub-anniversary thingy.
You might be a couple days later.
Yeah.
Love shitto. Where am I putting this? We're putting this here.
In your balls.
Thank you, Jer.
Venom voice. Whooshy. Crit?
Oh, you crit? Oh, is your new D20 gonna be blessed too? What do I spell? God, it's episode 62.
We're 8. No. We're
What?
7 episodes away from greatness.
Didn't we calculate that might be...
I think it's in Raz's arc.
Yeah.
Oops,
Yeah.
Oops. Spoilers! That's okay.
It's fitting that episode 69 goes to the Arrow Ace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yup.
Alright, it's DoGsCast Monday, unless it isn't, and
I
in
got
this case it is.
A third crit.
Wait, are you sure?
No.
Like, are you 100% sure it's DoGsCast Monday?
No.
No, I think it's DoGsCast Thursday.
It might be isn't.
It might be isn't. Friggin' true.
4th crit.
Alright. I've informed our Discord. I'm doing some Twitter tweeting. Is there any other...
I'm sorry, I saw a picture of dice.
Is there any other Discord we need to inform?
5th
I'm
crit.
about to inform Scott Cord so they can watch
6th
a
crit.
special surprise in this video.
Yeah.
This stream.
Yeah, so, we're back from hiatus, and we have some things that are being worked on still, but we do have some finished things to show you guys as well. So, be on the lookout for that. Time to hold the destiny of gods within thy hands. Hello! Welcome. We are
Hello, Dragmech. How are you?
back from our hiatus. Yeah, give us, like, another couple minutes, and then we got something to show y'all, because some shit has happened. Some shit has surely happened. In a slash...
7th crit.
7th crit. Slash pause, but also slash dramatic kind of way. In world sort of things. How's everyone in chat doing? How are we? Love shitto? Poop shitters? Shitto? Poop shitters.
Poop shitters. Poop shitting.
DoGsCast is back. Hello, named. I know you had said that you might need to leave, but I do want you to stick around for, like, maybe 15 minutes, because I want you to...
Or you will be very confused.
We want you to see this. You need to see this. I'm gonna be confused on what the hell is happening within the story unless this is the beginning of another adventure. It is absolutely not.
Well, in some ways, it's the beginning of a new adventure. In most ways, it isn't.
Well...
It is the second leg of our story.
Yes.
We will have a recap video out soon.
Yes. So, if you're just tuning in, this is Destiny of Gods. It's our 60-second episode. But
Oh, yes,
luckily for you, oh yeah, that's a mods only thing. I was gonna plug the YouTube too. Luckily for you, we have a recap that condenses our first 30 episodes into about 15 minutes. And there's currently being another recap worked on that condenses episode 30 to episode 61, which was our last one, in probably about 25 minutes, and that'll be done at some point. So if you're interested in catching up, what you'd need to do is watch the first recap, watch the video that we're about to show you in about maybe 3 or so minutes, and then watch the second recap, and then you'll be caught up. Oh yeah, I'm not leaving for maybe a half hour. Okay, cool. We got something that we want to show everyone.
Why is my Twitch glitching the
Oh
hell
yeah,
out?
we still got the...
There we go.
Still have
Wait.
birthing rhombus.
That's okay.
Because I never was able to find something to replace
Yeah,
it.
we'll have to overhaul our Discord at some... So do we want to do our introductions and then do our recap, which is technically the video that we have done?
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Maybe, yeah. Let's try to like give people like I'd say 5 more minutes. So let's just be really funny, haha, hee hee hoo hoo.
Okay.
Funny little
No.
hee hee hoo hoo men.
No. We
No.
die. We die like men.
So true. What are you doing?
Dreg, I do have a question. Am I being silly, or are you Sparix on a new account?
Probably?
I was like, I feel like I've seen that profile picture before. And Sparix 99 has the same one. It would be very funny if it was a coincidence, but I feel like also not great with names.
That's okay.
Or numbers. Like how I always forget how old I am.
Yeah, you're 23.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, go ahead, ask me. And see if I remember this time.
I'm spared.
Didn't let you back in.
Okay.
Well, we were wondering what happened.
That's okay.
Glad to see that you're back.
It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We have a YouTube account. If any of y'all are interested in looking at DoGsCast VODs, every single VOD that we've done is uploaded to YouTube. Our recap from episodes 1 to 30 is on YouTube, and our recap of episodes 30 to 60 is being worked on. So, be on the lookout for that. So true.
I just said it in Discord, but your memes have been missed.
So true.
Pretty sure you were one of the perpetuators of the 3 a.m. meme club.
I think so.
Along with, who was it? Spenjack, I think.
Oh, and there was someone else too.
Yeah. Super Hot Rod?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might have been it.
The meme team.
Yeah. But it's good to have you back. Thank you for joining us again. I'll give more memes then. Thank God. Just
Alright.
going through the meme channel now.
I'm going through the meme jail. It's introduction time.
Yes.
May I join the 3 a.m. meme club? Absolutely.
Yes, go ahead. If you have memes at 3 a.m., please send them.
From my meme dealer.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Jer. I am the DM of DoGsCast. My pronouns are they, them, and today, you are spared. You will not die. Maybe.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasper. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Callisto Polaris.
I am Sleepy or Lynn or whatever the hell you want to call me. And tonight, should I say who I'm playing tonight, or should I keep it as a surprise tool that'll help us later?
Keep it as a surprise tool that will help us
I'm
later.
gonna keep it as a surprise. I'm playing Mickey Mouse. And you have time to
all
hear
gonna
about
play
our
Mickey.
Lord and Savior Lightning McQueen.
Oh no.
Well, my name's Lucio. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be playing Torla Sola.
Hey y'all, Tyler here. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I'm playing more Scrungus.
More Scrungus? We're surrounded by Scrungus.
I'm building up my home. But I sure do, because I love that man. He's my favorite man.
Right.
A man.
All right. We have something a little special for you guys.
Shut up, named.
Named, are you ready for this? I'm not going to play
No.
this until Name confirms they're ready for this.
We're calling out my boy named.
Make sure you run epidemic.
I will.
And we will be quiet, because we have something to show y'all.
Yes. My mouse is gone.
Surrounded by
My
Scrungus. Nothing but Scrungus.
I just want to know if you're ready.
Because we like you named.
Alright, I'm going to play it. 3,
Please enjoy.
2, 1.
1 year. A lot can happen in a year. It is believed that half of our heroes have passed on. But this proves not to be the case. What has everyone been up to during this long year? Let's ask my kids first.
Grief has been my strongest motivator. I was weak before, far too weak to protect those I love, and with Mathandi putting me in charge, the pressure is building. I've spent all my time working with the captain, and he's been training me in his image. Breaking the news to everyone wasn't easy, and morale has been low. But I've decided not to lose hope, and that now more than ever I have to keep that hope shining bright so we can persevere to the destiny that has been laid out before us. Still, I'm worried I won't be strong enough to keep everyone together. And even worse, Mitsuko has been acting strange and confused as of late. But I'll survive. I've worked too hard to let this all go now.
Everything I do in the name of honoring the memory of our fallen comrades. For the past year, I spent my days honing my prowess with Paramecia, and my nights deciphering the sacred texts of both Volcanicoisia and Taijin. All the while, the dreams that have plagued my being have only grown more vivid, as if to show me visions of a future that is yet to come. I feel as though I stand on the precipice of uncovering the hidden truths of two exalted bloodlines. Yet all the while, I can't shake the feeling my destiny of becoming a hero is slowly beginning to slip from my grasp.
Things have been hard as of late. Losing so many friends at once, I've been scared to even leave my room. When I do leave, I'm usually spending time with Annalai, reading to her and supporting her the best I can. Though more than anyone else, Ganymede has been staying by my side, and I'm so grateful, as with everything going on, I don't think I'd even be able to stand on my own without her. Things have been quiet, luckily, but I dread the day we are sent on our next mission.
A year doesn't seem like much to me. The flow of time is quick, but I'm quicker. Not much has been going on with me, but I'm just here to make sure my friends are okay. I send letters for Baird, I hang out with my sister Cece, and I make sure my best friend Wood is okay. It seems like he's been doing like a lot lately. Other than that, I'm mostly trying to make up for the years I've been separated from my dad and Mathandi, but something about him.
It's been about a year since I met Jack. Viv did me a huge favor by acting as the messenger between us. We've been writing every week, as much as we can. Most of my energy goes into what I send him, but what's between those pages is ours. I try to stay present around my friends, but truth be told, all I want is to see my boyfriend again.
Wherever I go, it seems that death follows me. Even where I don't go in some cases. From what I know, my old family is gone, and now half my new family has followed suit. Mother believed curses to be a myth. Bad luck to be the imagination. But when you start to experience it yourself,
to notice these patterns emerge. You're left to wonder if there's any truth to it all. Managing things around here has been difficult, needless to say. Annalise still hasn't recovered from her blindness. Taking care of her but Alira hasn't been much help. She's been getting more reckless lately, which has been a point of contention considering what happened to the others in Taylonsta. I just wish that things were different. Hopefully things change soon. Everywhere I go, I hear his voice. Callisto's voice. My twins. Sometimes I hear him tell me how proud he would be of me, but I took a step back from the lead. I live and love. I watch Genevieve in the sunset. It feels more like home than it ever did. But I can't stop this voice in my head, a feeling in my chest. Where is his soul now? Where's the aftermath? I spent a year missing him. I still have love, though.
I swore an oath to carry on Boulder's legacy. I have learned to be the warrior he always wanted me to be. To those I trust, I have become their sword and shield. But I am still not worthy of bearing his title. When the day comes that I can fight in his stead, I will learn the truth of the blood that flows through my veins. I will find you, Uther. Until then, I answer the call of the man who gave his life to save mine.
I've been trying to run away from my painful past. I've been waiting to make Alex responsible for his actions. I'm trying to learn the things that were taken from me that I never even knew were gone. Trying to collect my emotions and thoughts and whatever's happening here. And I'm waiting for something to happen. How much longer do I have to wait? How much longer until I finally come to fruition?
Gee, I used to be so confident in myself. But this past year has been driving me nuts. I had all the answers. I could rely on my guts and wit to pull me through any tough situation. But, I seem to have gotten in over my head. My heart? I should talk to him soon, though. What do I even say?
Everywhere I go, I hear this noise. A clock. An explosive. And sometimes I hear the reverb in the wreckage that follows. But that hasn't quite happened yet. I lie in wait. I watch Rapture captain the Exodus, and it already feels more like home than Mathandi's cold, locked doors ever did. But I can't help this ringing in my ears, a feeling in my chest. Where is the explosion? Where is the aftermath? I've spent a year searching for what that clock is counting down to, but my hands are empty.
The desire grows in me. The urge for knowledge. A hunger for something more than I have been able to grasp. I can tell that the time is nearing. I will soon return to my mentor. During the night, I almost hear him call to me, like he's a part of me. I must know the answers. I will have the answers.
Look, I did what I had to do. For a year, we've been hiding in Mathandi's shadow. Change is on its way. The suns are burning, overpowering the dark. It's time for the rift. Let's wake up. Hello, and
Hi.
welcome back.
Woo! That was edited by the lovely Scott. Scott did an amazing job with that edit. I don't know if he's in chat right now, but thank you, Scott, for doing that lovely work for us.
That's Scott Baritone Blur.
Yep.
On Twitch. He's an amazing editor. He streams sometimes. He streams a lot with me. He's just super talented. You should go follow him. He's Baritone Blur on every platform, on YouTube, on Twitter.
Give him a shout out, yeah.
I don't know how to do that, but just
Jay's gonna do it.
send all the love to him.
Yeah, absolutely incredible work. And he's also editing our recap of episodes 30 to 61 as well, which will come at a later date, but be on the lookout for that as well. Absolutely incredible editorial work there. And that is our time skip that our characters have experienced.
Yeah, we should take a second and talk about what that means. Our story from where we left off with Rapture taking the others on a boat called the Exodus. It has been a year at that point from our last episode 61. In timeline for them, for us, it's been about a month. The group with Rapture has been traveling on the boat called the Exodus for a year in hiding, and our group with Mathandi on the Shepherd has been treating them that they are dead because that's what they all know. That Mathandi knows they're alive. Slowly searching for them. That brings us to now.
You up that music?
Right away. We open on the Exodus. A year from when we last witnessed it. Docked in Adahal. The group with Rapture has been traveling around and they're taking a short break. Bit of a pleasure trip to Adahal to try and ease their minds. Go shopping, do whatever. This is where we set our scene. In fair Adahal. Alright, everybody. You've all been to Adahal, right?
Yeah. Where I got my weapon. Callisto has not touched Sunspot in a year. He has tried to douse it in water. He's covered it with clay. He's put it in his bag and has not touched it because he fears that Ganymede can hear him through it still, and is worried that they would be able to track their location through it. So he's done everything in his power to make sure that he hasn't touched Sunspot ever since that day a year ago. He's had it in his bag, but he recognizes that this is where it came from.
Well, now would be the opportune time to, stock up on any supplies that you need. I'm gonna look at getting more food. Hopefully soon we'll be able to head to our home base. What could still be standing as our home base.
Right. There's a really nice shopping center that we can go to. I can't move my token.
Oh. I think anybody.
No.
There are new tokens. Beep. There are also new refs traveling through the slideshow right now, along with new headshots until we get our brand new ones from our resident artist, Colton. Tyler, are you foul, Francis?
That I am.
Okay. There is now a long list of people who have been in this game.
And you know what? That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I gotta change my name.
Alright. Callisto probably cautiously steps off the Exodus. Callisto's been a little paranoid. He still, whenever they go anywhere, you know, does his rounds, make sure that no one is, you know, following them, that there's no other ships docking, stuff like that. Just to make sure that they're truly safe. But he will probably... He's been here before. I don't think everyone else... Scrungus has.
That is correct.
I don't think anyone else was. But he'll probably get off the Exodus first.
Andrew is gonna head over to Scrungus and put a hand on his shoulder. I'm going to head with Rapture to try and get some supplies. Stay with the others. Try and, you know, be friendly.
Understood.
Have fun.
Of course, Dad.
As Andrew walks off, Scrungus turns to face Torleth and Xavier.
Do either of you need anything?
No, not at this moment in time.
Okay,
I'm doing all right.
that's good. I'm going to have a look around. If you need me, just call.
Scrungus gives them both a nod and begins heading off the boat.
Rasmesis is going to match pace with you. Walk with you. Mind if I travel with you?
Of course. Happy to have you at my side, Rasmesis.
A lot, isn't it?
Hmm.
Cities are so loud.
Yes. But that is okay. I will do what I have to.
He boards off the boat and probably whatever direction Rapture and Andrew headed in, he's probably going to head in the opposite direction.
They headed to the deeper depths of the bazaar, the little market center. But I mean, you can head off to the fountain if you'd like.
Yeah, sir. Just a separate location from where everyone else has been traveling thus far.
Yeah, I can pop you over there.
Thank you.
Before Rasmesis left, it looked like Torleth was gonna say something to him, and he just automatically just goes, okay, he's leaving. Alright. Where do you want to go?
I mean, do you want to, like... I hear that they have, these really nice, like, pastry things. Do you want to, you know, share one?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Xavier's gonna walk like lockstep with you.
Mm.
You want me to pop you over to there?
Yeah.
My special funny teleports.
Meow.
Oh no. To go back a page. I teleported too fast.
Hey, P for brains, you teleport? Hey, P for brains. Teleport?
There we go. We can do quick little bits going around, if everybody would like. A cut on my arm.
Mm.
Callisto's not doing anything just yet, so I'm back to him.
Okay. Gungus or Torlath?
I'm fine with going first. After navigating his way through the city, refamiliarizing himself with layout, as he hasn't been here in a fair portion of time, Scrungus inevitably settles on just taking a bit of a breather by where he and Rasmesis have inevitably found themselves by one of the fountains. He just probably takes a knee, just... It looks like he's steeling himself. Just a readiness for whatever comes next, but compared to the Scrungus that we saw 2 years ago, he looks significantly more at ease. A serene kind of fury, if you will.
Tell me, Scrungus, how do you handle your rage?
It has been a challenge for so long. My rage came from my want to be stronger. Now, I fight for a cause. My rage is for my friends, to protect them from harm. I train, but not just to strengthen myself, but my resolve, as Balder did for me.
And at the mention of Balder, you see that he lowers his head in respect.
Raz is almost lost in his own hands as you're talking, staring down at them. I've been struggling with rage. I knew serenity, but now there's a welling inside me. Like you said, the want. There's a want growing. Something. I can almost feel it, but I can't place it.
Scrungus inevitably rises to face Rasmesis, places two mighty hands upon Raz's shoulders and touches foreheads with Rasmesis.
You are not alone in this fight, friend.
Typically...
I will.
Oh, sorry.
I will help you fight these urges.
You were saying?
Typically, Raz would very quickly pull away, but usually he's very, pull back from physical encounters, but he almost eases this time, understanding that not only tends to be uncomfortable with physical touch, but that Scrungus tends to be, and understanding what it means. Thank you. There's a lot in my mind I'm trying to sift through.
You need someone. I am here. I have been where you were once before. And I know those feelings all too well.
You see, he kind of stares off into the distance. Probably back from whence the party had traveled from. Maybe to Valdor. Maybe to wherever it is his true father is. But he shakes his head.
Take a knee, Rasmesis. Let us find peace in this moment.
Once again, Scrungus takes a knee. You can see that as he does, he places a firm hand over Ferris. Deep breath in, a deep breath out. For a moment, he seems almost like a statue.
Raz does the same with Failthorn. If I am to pose a threat to our allies at any point, I trust you will follow through, whatever must be done.
Shall do what I must. But you are an ally as much as they are, Rasmesis. I will protect you.
And Rasmesis begins going more silent and enters a state of meditation as well.
I think that's a nice place to end that interaction.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot, though.
Yeah, I don't know if they've really interacted that much.
They haven't, really. Prior to, as of this point in time, there was
Yeah.
the interaction during the events of the Scrungus arc as a whole, but I feel like, I don't know, they've grown a bit closer since Scrungus placed his trust in those who accompanied him to where Rapture had asked him to meet up. And since then, Scrungus has, as he stated, become the sword and shield of his allies. Like I said, Raz is no different.
Off to for Xavier. Xavier's gonna come up to you with like this huge croissant kind of thing. Like, it's almost the size of a boomerang.
Big boy.
I got this for us to split. They offered to put like powdered sugar on it. I didn't know if you wanted that. I guess there's like some chocolate in it.
Thanks.
He's kind of shuffling his hands, slowly breaking it.
Oh. Mind if I have the smaller piece?
Yeah, of course. How are you feeling today?
You know, not too bad. I mean, some days are worse than others. Today I just feel exhausted, but that seems to be my main emotion these days.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know that it's been tough. But hey, at least we got the day off, right? It's tough still being on a boat all the time.
I mean, the boat life is kind of what we're used to now. And at least here, we're not, going on missions every day like how we have, like, when we were on Mathondi's boat, the Shepherd, so... You know what? That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, there's more time to talk.
Yeah. There's more time to, actually be, beings and not, lifeless soldiers.
And, Rapture did mention that we were getting the home base soon. Maybe we can have a room where there isn't sea foam spraying in every 20 minutes.
Yeah, that can get annoying.
Didn't like having the soggy bed sheets.
Yeah. I think I would like to go back to, living on land.
Sure, he's got quite the place picked out.
Where is it?
From what I heard, he said something about Baylor at one point.
Are you gonna be okay going back to Baylor? Living there, I mean?
The past is the past. I'm working on looking at the future and looking more towards, what's right in front of me. And not taking what I have for granted now. And not taking as much.
That is a good idea. I wish I could do that more.
Could work on it together?
Yeah. Once I stop hearing... He trails off after that.
Yeah. Once we figure that out.
It's happening more and more. It's getting annoying, to be honest. Like, like, when Rasmusus first got Falethorn, it started happening more and more as the months go by, and honestly, maybe I should get that checked out. maybe I should actually talk to Rasmusus. Maybe he would know something about it, but
I mean,
honestly,
it happened around the time that he had his weapon. Maybe it's connected to the weapon?
I'm guessing, but why would it affect me?
I don't know. If anybody would know anything about that weapon, it would be Raz. Guy's
Yeah.
like mastermind with it.
He is. It's just hard to talk to him these days.
Yeah.
If I ask him a question or even try to have a normal conversation with him, he'll almost go off in like tangents about inane bullshit.
That or he,
He's just silent.
yeah, tenses up. As if,
Yeah.
I don't know, he's afraid of us. Or maybe of
hope
himself.
One of these days we'll talk to him.
Yeah.
We haven't had a big talk with him for a while, but I miss being around him. Like, actually around him and not, being in the same room as him, pretending that's okay. But, sure it'll be settled out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have time to talk to him once we get to this new place or whatever it is.
Yeah. At least still sharing a room, right?
I mean, yeah, if you want,
I would like to.
I would like to as well. If that is what you would like, and that is not weird.
It's not. We've been living in the same room for 10 years. It would be kind of weird now if we just stopped.
Yeah, you're right. It would be weird if we stopped. Hey, Callisto!
Callisto is far away.
Xavier is like motioning, like
he was like turned around looking in the other direction, and then all of a sudden he turns around and is like, yeah?
how are you doing?
I've been better.
Xavier was clearly starting to get a little awkward. Tensing up.
Callisto's just giving them a look like, why am I here?
It's Adderhall. You mean, know all about it, and we know only a little bit. I mean, right?
I wouldn't say I know all about it, but I've been here before, once.
Yeah. You've been somewhere once, you know everything about it. That's just how you work, Callisto. Eh? Just arms out, eh?
This place doesn't exactly hold the best memory of mine.
Yeah.
And, like, the reason why he's been standing kind of far away from the bazaar is because the last time he was here, in this bazaar, was when Onyx was acting strange. And he just associates, this kind of place with that whole thing, and looking back on that, and the things that happened in the Adderhall Desert, it's very vivid to him still. And that was probably about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half now, and he hasn't forgotten a lick of it. But, he doesn't really get into it much, but, yeah, there's some cool stuff in this bazaar here, but, I don't think there's anything I need. If there's anything you guys need, I can offer help pay for it, though.
Well, with Callisto saying there isn't anything that I need, you start to hear confused yelling.
From in the
marketplace. As
he's immediately out of time.
A figure descends down towards you with wings made of fire.
Callisto, like, he doesn't ready a weapon, but he's, like, instinctively starts, like, fire starts forming at his fists.
Your name is Callisto Polaris, correct?
How do you know me?
You are one of the solar children.
Who are you?
I was once one of you. I am now something more. This is for you. And hands you a sealed envelope.
Callisto does not take it.
Whether you take it or not is not a matter of my concern. What is of my concern is that you report to Razan's temple outside of at the hall. Coincidental timing for you, no?
He is stunned.
You are aware of the eclipse.
He shakes his head.
The
What the
time
hell
is
are you
coming.
talking about?
I'm talking about your trials. All solar children go through trials.
Who the hell are you?
As I have said, I am what you once were. Wait. I once was what you are now.
That doesn't tell me anything.
You will find what you need at the desert temple.
And he, like, slowly reaches for the letter. This isn't a joke, right?
Jupiter told jokes. I am not Jupiter.
Okay. Thank you?
We will see you soon, Callisto Polaris.
And I'm assuming that.
Yeah. Towards the temple.
Dull moment around here, Callisto. Can never catch a break.
So much for a day off.
I guess I
But-
should be used to it.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
Callisto is gonna open his letter too. Sorry to interrupt. What were you gonna say?
Torlif was just gonna say, well, he said the eclipse is coming. In Tarajan culture, that is a sign for good change. Maybe something will come from this.
Hope so. And he opens the letter. And I'm imagining that as he's reading it, and Jer will tell me what it says in a second, that probably as he's reading it, his face probably just falls.
The letter essentially says that as a solar child, it is your duty to report the temple. Refusal to report to the temple will result in your execution,
Yeah.
or more extinguishing, as it's worded.
And he's just standing there reading it. Okay. You know how you guys had said that it was great to have a day off? Well, I'm sorry to say that we're back on the clock. And he starts beelining. He probably knows that Rapture and Andrew are farther in the bazaar.
Yeah.
He starts beelining for them and kind of motions for Torleth and Xavier to kind of follow him.
Oh boy.
Callisto stops on up to Captain Rapture. Says nothing. His face is exhausted. Holds up the letter so that the words are facing Rapture and says nothing.
Odds.
We've got work to do.
I forgot about this.
You knew about this?
There's legends. Know about the solar children a little bit. every generation that there's a solar children. Solar child, solar children. There are these trials. No one knows exactly what happens. As no one's been seen after. So, over in Kalesi, we always thought it was some kind of myth. Turns out, myths are real.
Well, I'd rather not get... And he kind of, like, brings the letter up closer to him and squints. I'd rather not get extinguished. All of a sudden, the weight of Sunspot, which is probably, like, on his back, feels pounds heavier than it ever has. He almost feels it, like, start to burn up against his back, as if it's, like, you gotta do this kind of signaling. I guess maybe you're supposed to be here for this reason. And he crumples it up and, like, crumples it up into a ball and just, like, shoves it in a pocket. I don't need anything. I don't think there's anything that can help. So why don't we just get Rasmesis and Scrungus and start heading over?
I'll finish up our order here, and I'll have them bring it over to the Exodus. That's alright with everybody? I'll catch up with you in about 5-10 minutes.
Take your time.
Let's go get the others.
Pink.
Oh. Yay, as I teleport the party. Scrungus, the others begin approaching you. This is, like, the exit to the city. It is fairly walled off aside from under the aqueduct.
Scrungus has been meditating, but when he hears the sound of everyone approaching, he opens his eyes and rises back up to his feet.
Oh, am I needed?
Sorry to interrupt, but we have a place we need to head to now.
Say no more.
Remember
I'm right behind you.
Remember when we last came here and went to that temple in the middle of the desert?
Yes.
I've been summoned there again for some sort of trial. Or else I'll be extinguished.
I will not allow that to happen.
Just waiting on Andrew, and then we're gonna get it going as soon as we can. So if you need anything from the Exodus, grab it now.
Of course. Thank you, Callisto.
You need to thank me?
Andrew is gonna come up behind, probably a little out of breath. Alright, everything should be all set. Had to haggle a little bit, but the rest of our supplies should be loaded in within the hour. When we get back, everything should be all set for us.
Callisto kind of, like, winces when Andrew says when we get back. Thank you, Andrew. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, just a little out of breath. Haven't been getting as much exercise as I used to.
Let's make sure that we're ready to get through this desert then, shall we?
And for the purpose of brevity, we've already gone through the desert. We are going to open our next scene, like a little book.
Does it still take about, like, the 3 days?
2.5.
2.5.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh. There we go. Okay.
Can't move our tokens.
Yeah, I'll fix that now. Apologies. We've been using these tokens for so long that putting in new ones, I forgot that I had to add control. You arrive back at the campsite that is still standing from over a year ago now. And I'm having trouble loading. You arrive at the campsite, and Callisto, Scrungus, you two see some familiar faces up over in the upper left area of the camp, as well as a lot of unfamiliar faces standing around.
Guess it will be then. Got company.
That we do. They will not harm us.
Kidding? We're all here for the same purpose, then. Listo kind of starts to step forward.
And you are spotted immediately. Everybody here is 21. Something to do with age. Wow.
Wow.
But runs right over to Scrungus. Are you Scrungus?
Grungus kind of lets out a little bit of a sigh.
Yes. I'm Scrungus.
And that's his cloak?
I am sorry to say, but yes. That is his cloak.
I'm sorry about what happened. I heard from my older brother Pendrell about what happened.
Pendrell.
At the mention of Pendrell's name, Scrungus's eyes widen and he edges a bit closer.
You are Pendrell's brother.
Pendrell's sibling. I go by he, she. You know, whatever you're feeling, whatever I'm feeling, I feel a lot. But, my name's Kyron, Kyron Starslayer. I'm a big fan of yours. I used to see your fights all the time. And Andrew, too. And it does a big, huge wave to Andrew.
That is flattering to hear. Your brother is a dear friend of mine.
I heard that you know, and kind of does a thumb across the neck.
At the mention of that, Scrungus kind of reaches for his cloak for a moment, and just kind of grips at it gently.
No. But Baldur passed on. I carry on his legacy now.
I'm sorry.
It is fine.
You're not a solar child, are you?
No.
And with that, Scrungus kind of just cocks his head to the side towards Callisto.
My friend and ally, Callisto, is.
Listo kind of just nods his head.
So, you were born under the eclipse too?
I assume so. You Do you know what's happening here? Why we've been called here? I don't.
I mean, my family used to talk about it sometimes. We're, like, pretty deep in Razan's Paladin Order, but... You know, the, Wardens of the Suns, but... There were only rumors about this. I never thought it was actually real. Every couple generations, or every generation, it depends on when the eclipses happen, they take that generation of solar children, the kids born under the double eclipse, and there's some sort of trial.
Wait. We all share the same birthday?
Well, I assume so. That's what makes us solar children.
Callisto fucking, like, paralyzes for a minute. They all have the same birthday. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. That makes us like twins or something. But, like, not.
No, it doesn't. And he, like, sighs, like, his, like, gripping at his fists. Takes a deep breath. Right. So we were all born on the same eclipse?
Yeah, all of us here, except for those. I don't... There's somebody in that tent over there with the rest of them. They called themselves the Sunset Exiles. I don't know much about them. And, there's another group of people over in that tent over there. I don't know much about them either, but aside from that, everybody else has come on their own.
Callisto has, like, a tongue in his cheek. Thank you. I'm a little uninformed, I suppose, but, whatever this trial is, wish you the best of luck.
You too.
Thank you.
May the sun shine bright on you.
And you as well. Callisto, like, goes to give an absolutely panicked look at everyone. But he's so flabbergasted. Bro is flabbergasted. He's so confused and so out of it that he just kind of looks at everyone, like, shaking, like, I have no fucking clue what's happening. And then he realizes that he knows that the Sunset Exiles are right over there.
You also see that the moon is passing through the sky, approaching closer to the suns, which are also closing in on each other.
He looks up at the sky, kind of shakes his head, and just goes, the moon never seems to stop following me, huh? And he's going to probably walk by this flaming fellow.
Who probably hisses at you.
Wow. Warrior Cat's girls be like, anyway, and he makes his way over to the Sunset Exiles.
Well, if it isn't Callisto. How's it going, kid? Didn't think we'd see you here again.
Cassidy? Pardon my language, but what the fuck is going on?
I mean, you heard from that excitable kid over there. Bunch of solar children are... I lost the voice already. Bunch of solar children are collected all in this area. Something about this temple. You're all supposed to go in it?
Already been here.
Yeah, I think things are changing this time.
Right. You're not a solar child,
No.
are you?
None of the ones you met were. We picked up this new kid along the way.
Huh.
Come on out! People are here to see you. Be friendly this time. Dynamic lighting. and stepping towards you. The name's Blaze Kaijaw. Disgraced runaway.
Listo.
You're one of the kids too, right?
Apparently.
You have anything to do with the others that are here?
Not that I know of.
Look just like him.
Huh?
And Blaze's eyes are gonna wander and spot Xavier and Remus and shoves Mikhail and Dinah out of the way and immediately heads over to Xavier. You little shit, I'm gonna kill you where you stand! And Rapture's gonna kind of step in the way. And Quinn is going to step up, gun to Blaze's head. Yeah, you're not gonna do that, kid. I don't care what kind of grudge you have against them. As long as they're with Callisto, you're not gonna hurt any of them. As Blaze gets right in the face of Xavier and Torlath.
Torlath is gonna, like, make sure that he's in front of Xavier as much as he can and going to stare down at Blaze's as much as possible in Blaze's eyes and have, like, since his eyes are already, like, darkened, they're turning more of a darkened red color. Being like, stay away from him.
You're not that Remus kid.
Remus Solvan? My cousin? What the fuck do you know? What?
This little douchebag over here showed up at my home, told my dad that I was weak, took my weapon, and got me banished. So I got a bit of a grudge against him.
Does it look like I give a fuck? Mind your business. If he has it, it's not yours. Mind your fucking business and get out of here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of this. Blaze is gonna storm off.
Is that the guy who gave you the concussion?
Oh yeah, that's the guy who gave me the concussion. I barely remember his face, but it seems he remembers mine.
And now he's a sunset exile?
What are you saying?
Look, when we brought Blaze in, we didn't really know that he had a past with any of you. He was lost. Much like all of us were when we were younger. We were hoping to turn things around for him. But,
clearly not working.
tough case. Maybe you can be a good influence on him.
I'm sure I will be.
I'm gonna go try and calm him down, okay?
Hey, tell him that no matter what happens in that temple, that he can't touch my friends. He's gonna have to touch me first. That's not what I meant to say. He's gonna have to go through... Sorry. I'm really bad with the Freudian slips on this show. I'm so sorry.
Me first.
He's gonna...
I really hope Callisto says that in character.
No!
Like, not thinking
Absolutely.
about it.
No!
He says it and he has to
No.
backpedal.
Oh god, sometimes I wish we were scripted entirely. Alright, tell him that if he wants to...
Tell him we're here.
No!
Alright, let's get these giggles out.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Baird had
it.
Baird had the she's having sexual relations slip, and I had this one for Callisto. Alright.
You can't hear it because I keep muting, but I'm cackling like a goddamn Kaija.
Alright. Tell him that if he's got any business with my friends, that he's gonna have to go through me first.
I'm gonna personally see to it that he keeps his hands off of you, okay?
Don't
He may be
promise
in
that.
exile, but he's not family yet.
You got work to do. Clearly.
You might want to go see, and points off in the direction of the other tent that Kyron mentioned. You're gonna want to see who's there.
Callisto tenses up. That's not a good sign. And, like, he knows that if what Kyron said is true, he knows who's in this tent. He walks over across the little camp here, and it feels like it takes, like, 20 minutes, but it probably in reality only takes about 30 seconds. He saunters up this tent back here and just kind of stares at it for a moment and makes sure that he's looking at everyone to make sure they're kind of at least keeping pace with him, or at least are staying near him. But he doesn't approach it just yet. Takes a deep breath. Goes to... I'm assuming it's like a cloth kind of parting sort of thing. He goes to open it, but he stops himself.
A little crossbow peeks out through the opening. Whoever you are, I'd suggest that you back off and leave us alone before you get yourself shot.
Do you want to just get this over with, Praxis?
I feel like a scream is heard on the inside of the tent once Callisto speaks up. As Genevieve pokes her head out, screams again, looks into the looks back into the tent, runs forward, and just hugs Callisto. God, am I seeing dead people? Callisto, is this really you?
Callisto starts breaking down. Like, as Genevieve is hugging him. Probably just instinctively just grasps onto her as tight as he can without thinking about it and without any second thought whatsoever. He's shaking, he's crying trying so hard not to just start screaming himself.
You were dead. We were told you were dead. You died. And then she sees Scrungus and Torlev in the background, and she just she's not crying. She can't cry, but Callisto is a telltale feeling of Genevieve starting to fall apart.
Hey! You were living a lie. You're living a lie, and it's fine. It's me.
It's them. We thought you guys died.
Calm down. Relax.
And the moment Callisto loosens her grip, she moves over and pulls Scrungus and Torleth into another hug. Just freaking out. How did you all survive? We heard that you all were killed in Valdor.
Long story.
Rungus places a firm, mighty hand on Genevieve's head, and Gem, when you feel his touch, comparatively speaking to how it's been in the past, it's more, I don't know, like he's holding back, not putting literally all of his strength into absolutely every motion that he's doing.
It is a long story, but we will tell you the truth of it all.
Hey, I'm sorry for screaming. I'm really glad to see you all. We all are, I'm sure.
And Jem kind of looks at, like, Praxis, Ganymede, and Anali.
We've all missed you so much. When we had the news, everyone was heartbroken. We didn't know how to handle it, and it was crushing. Ever since then, things have been so different and hard. But what are you all doing? Oh, the trial. You're probably here for that.
At this point, Ganymede is now stepping out of the tent and is going to punch Callisto right in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Okay. Look, I'm sorry I punched you. I just had to check if you were real.
I'm real.
I could have done that better.
Been a while.
And now, Ganymede's gonna give you a huge hug. See? I knew you weren't dead. I could hear you.
Sure you could.
Did you hear me? I tried to talk to you every day. You were alive. Did you hear me?
And, like, the tears are kind of coming back. It feels like there's a lump kind of forming in Callisto's throat a bit. No. I haven't touched it.
You're gonna want to get it ready.
So you guys thought that we were dead?
Yeah. And then we got this letter. We were out on Feldrift trying to... I don't even know. Not even sure what Mathandi's trying to do anymore. And this hooded figure riding on an elk made of fire showed up.
Mine had wings.
Ah. Got this letter.
I got the same one.
Yeah, getting extinguished didn't sound very good.
Yeah, a bit foreboding now, isn't it? Well, we were just, leisurely going about Adahal, and I guess I just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
I don't think there's anything about a right place or right time with them. I think they would have found you wherever they were, with the rest of them.
Made traveling here a bit easier, though?
Yeah. You had to come from Feldrift, like I said. That was a pain.
Begs the question, where have you all been if...
Anywhere we can be.
Hiding.
There is someone we have put our trust in. Mayhaps it is time you meet him.
Alright.
Scrungus turns in the direction of, as everyone else is approaching.
Hi.
Here he comes now.
Name's Rapture. Nice to meet you,
Genevieve Emberstone. It's nice to meet you too.
I haven't heard anything of you before, but it's nice to meet you.
It's okay. I'm not that important.
Well, you're friends with them, so that means that you are pretty important too.
You've been with everyone so far? This is where you've all been? There's been something going on, hasn't there?
Yeah. The truth has been happening. I let everybody know the truth about your captain, Mathandi. About what kind of man he is. He's not a good one.
Genevieve starts laughing a little.
I'm glad you find it funny.
It's not funny, but it's... I knew it! I've been saying it for so long.
Callisto, like, holds a hand out to her to, like, give him a high five.
He, like, grabs your hand, and, like, this is the first time Genevieve has, like, ever had, like, this strong of a grip. And she's, like... She's not having a... She's on the brink of having a breakdown as she's, like, laughing. And it's like, I knew it. But I never said anything. And I don't know how to feel about all this. And there's a lot of emotions going on right now.
Just listen to what he has to say, Jam. It'll all make sense.
She puts the hand over her mouth like she's gonna listen.
I mean, kind of says a lot about your captain if you were told that they were dead when they weren't.
Yeah, that's another thing we'll have to unpack after this, but keep going, Rapture.
Make a long story short, Mathandi killed my husband, tried to kill me, is after this, points to Schism on his back, and they are going to stop him. Whatever his plan is, did not complete it.
Well, we know his plan. He wants us to become gods. Something tells me that's a divine weapon, isn't it?
Schism. Polizans. Yeah, did Mathandi ever mention exactly how that plan would work? You know, we've had this conversation.
No, but... I don't know, it's been weird recently. Just everything that's changed. Mathandi didn't tell us you were dead, it was Cece.
Callisto, like, shudders again.
She's been weird ever since you guys... well, not died.
Hold on. Cece said this?
Yeah, Mathandi had her make the announcement.
Sorry.
That's the one who said she was gonna find me and kill me?
Cece heard all this. Cece heard all this. She was with us when Rapture found us. And she got all of this firsthand. And she went back and said that we were all dead?
Yeah,
believe that.
no. She came back, she was all hurt and bruised and broken up, and she came and she made the announcement to everyone. She seemed more miserable than a lot of the other people. Utterly heartbroken that you guys had died, and she's been training us ever since then, and Mathandi's been training her, and she's the only person who can talk to him nowadays other than Ryland.
It seems like another thing of Mathandi's tricks.
That memory wipe thing. I bet that bastard probably used some magic on her or something. Distorted her perception of what happened.
The only reason she's not here right now is because the eclipse has been making her sick. But hearing what I'm hearing now, that might be for the best. Or maybe not? I don't know, this is really weird!
Yeah, this was a bit of an unforeseen circumstance in our plan.
So you want to stop everyone from becoming gods? How are you gonna do that?
You're not gonna like fight us, are you? I don't want to fight. Please. She's like putting her arms up.
Well, I'm assuming that these trials are kind of a good jumping off point. I don't really know what's happening, but we have to do this first.
Hides behind Callista like,
This rapture guy's not gonna try to fight us, right?
No, he's a good guy.
Okay.
she goes back to her spot.
No, I think we've just spent this year trying to figure out exactly that. How we're gonna do this. We've kind of just had each other. And now knowing that Mathandi may have used magic or something on CC and you guys all thought we were dead, I guess we got lucky that we were never found until now.
I can't imagine what would have... I can't imagine what's going to happen. This is, you know?
Well, there's nothing we can do about it.
I guess, yeah, you have your trial thingy to do, and Ganymede does too, and I don't think anyone really knows what's going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot kind of happening all at once here, but plan of action for now is figure out what's going on in this temple. That eclipse is getting ever closer. Assuming that when that eclipse happens, that you get to do something, I don't know. The instructions were a bit vague, if you ask me, but we're all here, we've all been gathered. I believe that this is everyone. Blaze, Kyron, us, other solar children. We're not going to be extinguished, so might as well just grin and bear it, see what it has in store for us, and go from there. Been hiding for a year, kind of taking it one day at a time, and I think this is no different.
Yeah, that's a good point. At least we'll all have time to talk and just hopefully relax, and hopefully you guys can get this done soon. And
Jem looks like at her party, quote unquote.
And we'll go from there, right, guys?
Go from there.
Despite everything, it is good to see you guys.
Praxis is gonna go up to Scrungus and, you know, like the Shield Brothers full arm grab hug thing?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Scrungus turns to Praxis as he sees her approaching and follows suit, giving a hearty, equal amount of strength grasp in turn.
You know, Scrungus, I really doubted what they said about you dying. Didn't think there was any way a bunch of spiders could best you.
I did what I had to, but they were no match for our combined might. It is good to see that someone who I have held in such high regard continues to hone their strength.
I'm gonna point at the cloak. Sorry about that, too. I'm sure you've heard a lot of that.
Yes, but his memory lives on with me now. and I will do all in his name.
There isn't anyone better to keep it alive.
Thank you, Praxis.
Imagine that grip is still being held to a lesser extent now, and
Yeah.
he gives a bit of a. He tightens it a little bit, but he gives another respective forehead touch.
We fight as one now.
Good to fight it together again.
He kind of just gives another firm nod of his head and a warrior's pound on his chest as he turns to face everyone else. Inevitably, he settles on turning towards Genevieve. And he gets down to her level and takes another knee.
Gem. It has been some time.
It has. It's been about a year now. I haven't had much to do but keep track of the days.
You are stronger now. I feel it.
He places another firm, mighty hand on her shoulder.
I see it. It is good to fight alongside an old friend. Stronger. Tougher resolve.
I'm not sure how strong I am. It's been hard. You all gone. It's been really scary, too.
There is...
Oh, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You can go.
There is no need to be afraid. You are amongst friends. And under Rapture, we will complete our mission and save everyone from a fate as grim as Mathandi had us planned for.
Genevieve, her eyes actually like sparkle a bit, and she kind of puts her hand where Scrungus put his hand and squeezes it for a second, sort of as like an affirmative.
I think I'd like that. It's another mission, but this one sounds a lot nicer.
You wield Cryactum, but let us be our allies' shields.
She nods.
And he gives an affirmative nod in suit. He gives a little bit of a gruff belly laugh under his breath.
Gem's gonna look over to Praxis, because I assume Ganymede's talking to Callista right now.
Yeah, I want them to talk after.
Yeah.
We don't have to go back, right?
I mean, you don't have to. After it's all done, I can go back. I can get our stuff. I can talk to Alira. But I'm not talking to anyone else. I can help it.
There, you shouldn't.
I don't want to put anyone else at risk.
I can help. I'm fast too. We should do what we want, right?
Right.
Then let's do what we want, and maybe we can fix things. You know, Wood has, to some extent, been trying to teach me how to be a hero. I think saving everyone like this sounds a lot more hero-like than trying to kill a god.
I think so too.
And just quick, this doesn't have to be role played out, but Jem is gonna go over and go up to Raz.
I'm really glad I'm really glad to see you again. I really missed you.
And Jem's gonna pull out the book, the same one that they had started reading as kids, started again when Jem went back to the boat and then had to stop again.
I saved our place.
Raz is going to quietly reach out to the book. And when he does, you can see a dark glow through what would be Raz's veins. And almost cross out of his hand as he touches it, and then hides his hand away again.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. We should read it together again soon.
Soon.
Yeah. Once we're traveling on whatever you guys travel on.
Yes. And Raz is looking more and more spaced. He starts to look up towards the sun as the eclipse approaches faster and faster.
I'm good at the Gem talks for now, unless anyone wants to talk to her.
Callisto has kind of pulled Ganymede kind of off to the side. He's a little passive-aggressive, if you can't tell. But he pulls her over, kind of leans up against, probably like the pole of the tent, crosses his arms. A lot can happen in a year, huh?
Yeah.
So, really thought that we were all dead that entire time.
I had a feeling you weren't, but that's what Cece and Mathandi kept telling us.
Right. He kind of looks off to the side, kind of grimaces a bit. How is Cece? I know Jem talked a little bit, but...
Strange. She hasn't acted herself since she got back. We all assumed it was the trauma of you dying. Not sure what it is now, though.
I can imagine. Hey, Ganymede. Can you do me a favor? I don't care what happens in that temple. I don't care what happens after we get out. I don't care what happens within the next 5 minutes. But I need you to promise me, and promise me hard, that you never set foot on that coffin you call a home ever again, and you never go back there.
At this point, I don't plan to. There's something fishy going on, and much as I would like to find out, I think it's better if I don't.
I believe Rapture. Bondi may just be a murderer, disguising himself as a father. That whether he's entitled to that divine weapon schism or not, there's no excuse. And that he's done nothing but lead children into suicide at this point. I just can't believe that. He probably has some magic that, you know, that's probably why she's acting so strange. She's influenced by him or something. Believes a lie. And she spread that lie to the entire rest of you. It's not fair. She heard the truth. I just can't imagine that. She said she was going back to find out if that truth was, you know, fabricated or not, and she went back and said that we were all dead. I just find it hard to believe that that's a lie that she would come up with on her own. After being confronted with something that she thought was a lie. Why would she lie about that?
Can't say for...
And she's been training under his wing ever since?
Ever since.
Figures.
Separable. She's taken over lead. Which I stepped down from.
Good decision on your part.
Let's spend more time with Jem.
That's good. You deserve that. Both of you.
Sorry about what happened for you.
I'm better off on the Exodus than I am on the Shepherd. Regardless as to whether I have someone else in my quarters or not.
Well, for now, probably talk strategy.
The trials?
Yeah. Alright. Well, over there, you've already met Blaze, I'm sure.
Unfortunately.
Big talker.
He's got something against Xavier, so I'm willing to bet he's got something against me, too.
Probably already had something against me because I walked fast in front of him. Angry guy.
We also have to keep in mind that we have... Gonna lower his voice. We have the divine weapons from this temple, and no one else does. Unless there's some mysterious one that I don't know about. Which at this point in the game wouldn't shock me entirely, but I don't think there is.
He gives out this edge.
But it also gives us a target on our backs.
And over there you've got Mary. I talked to her a little bit. She seemed nice. She lived in
Where'd she live, Ganymede, please?
Seconds. Then Hollow. Little pit city outside of the Kenai Pass, not far from here.
Fun place to live.
Seems to be some sort of protector of it. Nice, as I said. Praxis was telling me about that one over there. His name's Cyrus. Royalty from Sidemon and Craylon. Silver spoon type, like we used to be.
I can't help but feel that some of us here are gonna come from that similar position.
Well, over there you have Savitar. Mane of Fire.
They hissed at me on the way by.
Yeah. We spoke for a little bit. Refers to themselves as the second coming of Razan.
Oh, awesome. Another one. Fit on the Shepherd just great, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Shocked that Mathandi picked us instead of them.
Obviously, you've met Kyron.
Karen seemed sweet.
Music. The music. Shoutouts to Savitar. Over there, we've got Anatole. Talk to him a little bit. Fighter from Kusenia in Feldrift.
Never been.
Fights in the Starfall Arena.
Great.
Claims to be the best swordsman in the arena.
Haven't met Strongest then.
And Tanwin. A bandit from Omen.
Hey, so what do you think you don't think this is just like a puzzle game or anything, right? You think we're gonna have to see the blood on the ground, so to speak?
I mean, it was pretty dangerous when we went in the first time. At least we have the advantage of knowing what's in there, right?
Suppose so. You have Jupiter's robe still?
Yeah.
Home field advantage, I suppose. Cut from the same cloth.
Other than that, I haven't been able to figure out anything about this event. The only one who seems to know anything about it is Kyron.
Well, I haven't killed something in about a year. Not saying I want to, but I guess if it's kill or be killed. Think that's the case?
Might be. I'd rather it not be.
All because we were born on the same day? Seems a little extreme now, doesn't it?
The whole show up or be extinguished, and though the hooded figures claiming to be what we once were has me worried.
You know, as someone who's been defending the gods for about 2 or so years now, I have to say they're awfully dramatic.
You can say that again.
So is Jupiter, for that matter. I wouldn't be shocked if his spirit is dancing around that temple, just waiting for us to all just go at it in there or something.
Wouldn't be surprised either.
Well, before you go in, you should, talk to Rapture. He's a good guy. He's, more genuine than Mathandi. He talks more than Mathandi. He gives a better handshake than Mathandi. He talks more. He's actually a bit funny. He has got a lot of stories to tell. You might want to talk to him when you get the chance. Just in case. And he shudders, stops, closes his eyes and looks at the ground. At least introduce yourself to him if you get the chance.
I will.
It's, good to see you again. Sorry it had to be like this.
As you finish your conversation, the moon crosses over the suns, and the suns cross over each other. The temple begins to rise out of the sands, revealing another layer. And stepping forward to the center, bathed in wings of flame, stands one of the hooded figures. The sky grows dark. The only light emanating is the light that comes from the wings of flame. I hope you are all prepared and ready. At most, you will all be allowed to... I'm gonna put on cryptic music. This is too funny. I hope you are all prepared and ready.
The time of the Solar Children has come once again. You may enter with up to 3 compatriots. The rest must remain outside. For those of you who have that many, looks over to you through the hood, choose wisely. The rest of you, I recommend you head in before the eclipse is done, or else you will be told in the letter, extinguished.
Walks over. Alright, you heard the mysterious figure. We each get to take 3 people with us, so who are the lucky compatriots? He kind of gives a look to Scrungus first, and then gives a little eye to Torleth, but doesn't say anything, and kind of just waits to see if anyone responds first.
I know what must be done, and I shall follow you to the end, Callisto.
I appreciate that greatly.
Bows his head, puts a firm grip on Ferris, and trudges by his side.
Callisto kind of like passively laughs at that, like, oh yeah, we do have divine weapons now, don't we?
A gruff laugh in response.
Appreciate it.
Callisto doesn't realize it, but he's crying. It's just tears coming out of his eyes. There's no sobbing. It's just straight up a flow of tears. And he just nods.
Are you sure?
I am. Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Like, if no one wants to come with me, then no one has to, but I do appreciate the help. He kind of looks over at, like, Xavier and Raz, and, like, kind of gives them, like, a look like, I don't know if you guys want to come.
Xavier's gonna fall in line with you. Ganymede's gonna head over to Genevieve, Praxis, and Rasmussen. They're gonna... Gem! Are you willing to go in with me?
Lynn, you are muted.
I was the whole ass saying stuff. Damn.
Actually... In case anything happens, would you go with Callisto?
I was gonna go with you, though. I was waiting for you to ask. Are you sure?
I mean, we've gotten enough time together. Wouldn't it be nice for you two to get to spend some time together again?
Yes, that's fair.
Gives time to catch up with Xavier and for me, and you can catch up with everybody else.
Yeah. If you're sure.
And she gives her a quick hug and a kiss.
I'll see you on the other side, okay?
See you on the other side.
And Jem scoots over to Callisto's team.
Kind of like old times, right?
Are you sure you want to do this? I know you've just been kind of carpet bombed, but if you'd like to accompany us, then I'd be honored to have you by my side.
I had to mentally prepare. I had a feeling something like this was gonna happen when, Ganymede got the weird letter, and honestly, I thought we were gonna get jumped. So, I've kind of been... I know this is weird for me of all people to say this, but I was waiting for a fight.
Well, I think you should be ready for one either way.
I am. I'm happy to fight with you guys. I mean, I'm not happy to fight, but I'm
what I'm supposed to say, right?
I get what you mean. 4 divine weapons? Shouldn't be that bad, should it?
Well, this should be... I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna jinx it.
Let's just fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Grungus gives a firm warrior's pound against his chest.
Come. Let them fall before our shared might.
Callisto walks over, and as he does, he looks back at Rapture and Andrew and Annalai and just gives them a nod, a very firm nod, and a bit of a kind of sly smile.
Rapture gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah. Falls in line. Across from Ganymede, and behind everyone else.
This, where we shall cap off the session.
Back.
Oh god.
We're back.
You're back. Alright. That is going to be all for tonight's session. Thank you all so much for joining us. This VOD will be uploaded to YouTube later this week, along with the Timeskip recap will be uploaded to YouTube as well, which was edited by the lovely Scott. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back on our regular schedule every Monday night at 10 p.m. EST, and we will be back next week for the next episode of Callisto's Arc. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you join us next week. I'm glad. I'm so happy we're back. Thank you, Name, for joining us. We're gonna raid somebody, I think? Maybe?
Yes.
Perhaps? So true?
I wish that Justin was still alive.
I know he was live earlier, but
Yeah. It must have
I don't
ended a
know when
little
that
while
stream
ago.
ended. I can check, but
You guys are wonderful. Thank
We
you.
will
Thank you,
raid
Named.
Palkuka.
Huh?
We'll raid Palkuka.
Okay. Alright. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be, in the Discord and all that fun stuff. And we will be back next week. Join us then. And, strap in. Thank you guys so much and have a good night. We love you all so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
No elementals this week, and next week elementals is a special one-shot because Jer is doing cool stuff. Crit Failsafe is live, but Crit Failsafe is probably ending their stream soon.
Alright. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.